most ridiculous reason you've been called suspicious? So, I'm at the park on a Wednesday because my roommate brought his Twitch e-girl home, and I'd rather touch grass than hear him rizzing up someone who sounds like a squeaky toy. I find a bench, pull out my fantasy novel about dragons and emotional damage, and start reading like a normal human being. Everything's peaceful. Then this woman power walks over. Let's call her Karen, because the universe has a sense of humor. She's got that I peaked in high school and manage a Facebook neighborhood watch energy. She stops in front of me, hands on her hips like she caught me selling drugs. Excuse me, she says, but what exactly are you doing here? I look up from my book. Reading? She squints at me like I just spoke ancient Sumerian. Reading what? I show her the cover. It's got a dragon and some dude with a sword. That's suspicious, she declares. I blink. Reading fantasy is suspicious? No, she says, pulling out her phone like she's about to call the FBI. Reading alone, in public, on a Wednesday. Ma'am, when did literacy become a crime? Should I have brought a reading buddy? Do I need a permit for solo book consumption? It's weird, she continues. Normal people don't just sit in parks reading books. I look around. There's literally 3 other people reading right now. There are like 3 other people reading right now. I point out. She looks around, sees them, then looks back at me. Yeah, but they look normal. And I don't? You're too focused. It's unnatural. Apparently I was reading with too much concentration. Like I was decoding state secrets instead of finding out if the dragon gets therapy for his trust issues. Then she starts listing my suspicious behaviors like she's been taking notes. You've been here for 47 minutes. You haven't checked your phone once. You're sitting perfectly still. That's not normal human behavior. It's called paying attention to what I'm reading. Exactly. Too attentive. Serial killers are attentive. She just compared me to serial killers because I wasn't scrolling TikTok every 5 seconds. That's when her friend shows up. Another woman who looks like she exclusively shops at Target. What's happening, Linda? She asks. This man, Karen points at me like I'm an escaped convict, has been sitting here reading for almost an hour without moving. Her friend gasps like I just confessed to tax evasion. That's definitely weird. Who reads for that long? People who enjoy books? I suggest. They both stare at me like I claimed the earth is flat. Also, Karen adds, he made eye contact with that jogger earlier, for like 3 seconds. I glanced up when she ran past. That's called being aware of my surroundings. Suspicious eye contact patterns. Her friend nods knowingly. At this point, I'm convinced I'm being pranked by the universe. Ladies, I'm literally just reading a book about a dragon who needs emotional support. I'm not plotting anything more dangerous than maybe getting a coffee later. That's when Karen pulls out her secret weapon. If you're really just reading, why did you choose this bench? I look at the bench. It's a normal park bench. Because it was empty? This bench, she says dramatically, has a clear view of the playground. Oh no. Oh no. We've reached that level of suburban paranoia. Ma'am, I'm facing the opposite direction. I'm looking at trees and that dude walking his overweight corgi. But Karen's already calling someone. Yes, I'd like to report suspicious activity in Riverside Park. I stand up, close my book, and just stare at her. You're calling the police because someone read a book near a playground while facing away from it. It's better to be safe, she says. 20 minutes later, 2 cops show up looking like they'd rather be literally anywhere else. One of them walks over to me. Sir, we got a call about suspicious activity? I hold up my book. I was reading. He looks at the book, looks at Karen, looks back at me. That's not illegal, Karen interrupts. He's been here for over an hour, just reading, without moving exclamation mark. The cop stares at her. Ma'am, people are allowed to read in public parks. But for how long? She demands. As long as they want. It's a public space. Karen's entire worldview crumbles as she realizes she just called the police on literacy. The cop turns to me. Sorry about this, sir. Enjoy your book. As they're leaving, I hear Karen tell her friend, well, he's probably planning something. Normal people don't read for that long. I spent the rest of the afternoon reading just to spite her, occasionally looking up and waving every time she walked past with her dog. The dragon in my book ended up getting the therapy he needed. Karen's still working on hers.